Doraemon and Nobita, the true story. Since he was a young child, Nobita spent most of his time alone in his house, talking and playing with a robot cat named Doraemon from the future. However, Doraemon was only a creation of Nobita's imagination, and he only played and talked to himself by pretending that Doraemon was with him. Because Nobita had schizophrenia, which is a condition where a patient must imagine something to stay happy, he created Doraemon. Nobita would use his imagination to fly, travel back in time, and see his grandkids. Doraemon and his gadgets and his imaginary companion were the only things that brought him joy. Because of his innocence and strange behavior, everyone in his class began to bully him. However, Doraemon was always there for him whenever he was hurt, either mentally or physically. Nobita began missing classes, spending all of his time at home, and dreaming about Doraemon. Things got even worse when he began talking to himself and laughing about his condition. His father decided to take him to the hospital, where he received treatment for a while before the doctor finally convinced him that Doraemon was just an imaginary character. When Nobita got home from the hospital that night, he couldn't sleep because he couldn't believe Doraemon was just a figment of his imagination. He thanked everyone profusely, went to his desk, looked at all the drawings he had made of Doraemon, and thought back on all the happy times he had spent with him. Tears began to well up in Nobita's eyes as he crept into his father's room, took the loaded gun from his desk, and entered the room while keeping the gun pointing at his head. He closed his eyes and pulled the trigger, deciding that he couldn't live in this world without Doraemon.